taker, masterpiece. All right, here we go.
Okay, here we are. In the infinite field of possibility, Shelley Sage Heart here from my home in Ashland, Oregon. And I'm here with my friend Erin L. Leon. And, wow. Yeah, we are super inspired and excited to be here together in Ashland. Erin runs a company called Running Buffalo Journeys, and he spends most of his time in Mexico,
Central America. Yeah.
Central America, Guatemala, Belize,
Nicaragua, Honduras, Costa Rica, Panama, El Salvador.
Wow.
All of them, yeah.
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 So being up north is not common for you.
Well, I grew up in San Diego, and my parents live in California, but my heart is in Central America. The majority of my heart, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you, wow. Erin is not only is he a tour leader of this amazing tour called the Mayan Heartland, which is what are you calling it? A sacred adventure?
It's a sustainable, sacred adventure. There's really the wording is really hard to capture it in words, but yeah, it's sustainable, sacred adventure journeys, for lack of a better word.
Beautiful. And which means that primarily you're...
I'll tell you, it's a 20-day journey with 13 people, and we are using adventure journeys as a vehicle to help share what we think is important on this planet, as a fun way to share what we think is important on this planet. I'm gonna keep going. Let's continue. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, okay.
Can you imagine a world where all 7 billion of us all feel free to share our gifts and are sharing our gifts on this planet? To me, when you get to the heart and the core of what's happening on this planet, there's so many people that are longing, whether they're conscious or it's subconscious, they want to be sharing the gifts that they came to share in this lifetime. I know the reason I say that is because I know in my lifetime, I've been searching my lifetime to find these gifts so that I could share them.
Yeah, I totally believe it. And every time I taste, even just a little bit of what that would mean to fully step into saying yes to whatever my greatest dreams are, whatever my fullest potential is, it's terrifying and exhilarating, all wrapped up in one.
Why is it terrifying for you?
I think because in saying yes to like my fullest potential, there's the terrifying part is then there's the facing all the things that are inside myself that say I can't, or that there's a reason why not, or a block, or so it's confronting those things that feel like limitations. The personal knows. And so I feel like when I start to say yes to my fullest potential, that stuff becomes more apparent. And there's that.
Yeah, you start looking at all the walls that need to be broken down.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a kind of confronting of the self, and on a much deeper level. And then another aspect of the excitement is the energy, the personal energy that's generated when I step out of my way and I start to embrace what I'm capable of.
Have you ever lived a part of your life where you felt fully in your power?
No.
Well, this
Pieces, right? Like pieces, for
Yeah.
sure. I keep saying yes to pieces.
Okay.
But often there's an element of holding something back.
Yeah. Well, this is, I think that both me and you are sitting here sharing our stories, and I think everybody, it's not unique, just what we're going through here. I think a lot of people are feeling this right now. And a lot of people that really came to be leaders on this planet. And I remember the first time when I went down to Costa Rica, not the first time actually, it was 4 years ago, and I got down into the rainforest, and it was probably it was my aha moment in life so far. And I got down into the rainforest. I was so confused in my life. I just bought a one-way ticket down. And basically since this day, and since this time, I've been traveling out of my backpack. This was about 4 years ago. And I got down into the jungle, and I realized, the story could be hours long, but I realized that I was the only person that had ever put limitations on my life. I used to blame society and my family situation growing up and my education, and I had this long list of things that I was like upset at for limiting me in this lifetime. And when I got down into the jungle, and I felt how nurturing it was to be down there, and how I could be myself down there, that I realized that I was the only one that ever put limitations on my life. And from that moment on, it started this chain of momentum building that was, all right, if I was the only one that ever put up these walls, it's only going to be me that can break these down. Because I'm interested in living a life that's fully self-expressed and creatively courageous. And the reason I feel that way is because I've been inspired by all the other people that I've met in my lifetime that have been living their true gifts. Whether it's been in teaching or music, or there's so many things that inspire me to look at somebody and be like, man, that person is embodying exactly what they came to share in this lifetime. Does that answer your question? I don't. Are we going in the right?
No, but bring it back. I want to hear about the trip. So
yeah.
So you're saying that that's what your trips are about.
Yeah.
Right.
So on these trips, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what we want to talk about now? On these trips?
Well, I want to hear how that
okay.
reflects on the trip.
Okay. On these trips, what we've put together, me and the Running Buffalo Journey, our Running Buffalo Journeys team, are pretty much some of the most outrageous respectful adventure tours that I've ever come across. And I believe that by exploring the natural beauty and the cultural beauty and mix that in with the ancestral wisdom on this planet, we really can build the platform for what it means to start summoning up this courage of us sharing the gifts that we came to share in this lifetime, and doing it in a fun way. So it's not a painful way of having to go through all these, and it's not a scary way. At Running Buffalo Journeys, we work with what we call intention-based tribal travel. So everybody sends their intentions in before coming on the trip, so we can create a container of everybody traveling together that want to travel for the same reasons. Mm. So that so I don't have to be a psychologist on these trips too, and we can work through, we can have fun and do these things without, I don't want to babysit anybody, basically. And because for me, this is what we call social alchemy, mm-hmm. and the magic of intention. Mm. And what we do is, by creating this environment, and when you mix it with all this magic that's around us, we visit ancient pyramids in the middle of the jungle, mysterious pyramids. We visit volcanoes, magic fluorescent blue waterfalls, wow. Lakes, rivers, hot springs, indigenous villages, the indigenous smiles, just looking at a smile on some of these ancient faces, or seeing that the clothes that they wear, or hearing these languages that they've spoken for thousands of years down in this area. We really bring the focus to, yes, it's all these magical things are happening in Central America, but it's not really that's our focus. It's the magic of what's happening inside of you while you're viewing this magic. And I think I know that as we experience this, and as we travel as a family, as a tribe, and when you mix it in with all this magic, you create the container for you to really start thinking, what did I come to share in this lifetime? You have this incredible view of your life, that you only can have once you remove yourself from the busy schedule that you've had for 3 decades, or the agreements, all these agreements that we made as in this society, that this is how things are supposed to be on this planet. And for me, that's the magic, is that it's not a trip where you come back after the trip and then you're sitting under the fluorescent light bulb like, oh, I can't wait until next year I can take my next 2-week vacation. You come back with momentum that empowers yourself to, you know what, this is what I came to share in this lifetime, and I'm going to start sharing it right now.
And that, I feel, is really one of the key and beautiful aspects of what you're bringing with the journeys, and one of the things that you share with others is that ability that we all have to really connect with our purpose, and to actually live that purpose, and how by living that purpose we can actually transform the way we've been living on the planet. And I feel that deep within my own being. I know that to be true, and I'm super excited when I see other visionary leaders like Aaron really creating containers that can support others in the experience of stepping on to a path of awakening and arrival home to self, which is
and it's like you said earlier, our potential. The first time I saw a pyramid when I was in Central America, and I was in Teotihuacan, and I looked up at this pyramid and I thought, these people that built this we don't know how they built these pyramids. So they knew so much more than we do as a society right now. So it made me think, maybe the reason I couldn't find my place in this modern society was because the society and us as humanity weren't even coming close to reaching our full potential. And honestly, I don't even know what that is. The thing is that I like to explore it. I've always been somebody that wants to explore. I wanted to be an explorer ever since I was a kid. So in these trips, it's really this exploration into what is our full potential as a humanity, and as a humanity that lives perfectly in tune with the planet that we live on. You know, we say social alchemy, but it's even bigger than that. It's eco-social alchemy and adventure. And fun, because these are fun times that our ancestors on this planet, they would be celebrating these times. These are the times that they would have been building pyramids to mark these days.
Like, what do you mean, like the power of the energies as we're moving through this transformation? Or
it's certainly powerful. To me, I like what I've heard some great quotes. Oh, I could go on and on, but for me, it's about 2012 is what we want to make of it. And I think that the best way we can do that is by everybody realizing what their gifts are and sharing them right now. And having fun doing it. It's really simple. It's really simple. Honestly, when you look at it, it almost has to be looked at simply too. When you look at all the things that are going on this planet. I don't really know what else to say other than we've created these trips where we're inspiring other people to do these same things. We're not in competition with anybody, and I want to travel with as many people as I can, meet as many people as I can. For me, one of the kind of selfish gifts of these trips is that when people do come down, I get to learn from them. And specifically, I get to hear our ancestors, all of our ancestors, speak through the people that come, which is incredible for me. And it's one of those things that I know that makes me happy. Because being in this adventure journey business is not the easiest business, and so we've definitely been asking for help and excited to keep sharing this with people. So that we can live on a planet where everybody is fully self-expressed and creatively courageous. And that's what I'm celebrating. That's what I imagine, and that's what I celebrate on this planet this year, right now. Yeah.
I think it's it's definitely about this year, right now, this year. That this year is about right here, right now. And that's part of what I'm celebrating about the opportunity that we're even together now in synchronicity to do this interview is an amazing reflection to me about the power of my own intention, really. I think there was one thing when I started talking with Aaron about the possibility of going on a Mayan Heartland adventure with him. And the one thing that I knew that I wanted to do in order to share about the journey and my intentions for going with others was to have this opportunity to interview Aaron and be on camera with him. And so I had no idea how that was going to happen, and it happened like this. Just effortless, was in synchronic alignment. And that's how our lives can be. They can have that kind of flow and fluidity. So that I'm celebrating that. I feel like that's a piece of the magic that you're talking about, and that we can all have that and live that in our lives in different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for being the amazing visionary leader that you are, and creating the sacred container of Running Buffalo Journeys. And I know that many amazing people are going to have the opportunity to, in the coming year and in the coming years, come down to Central America and Southern Mexico and travel with you and have these experiences.
And especially from the film that you're going to make on this next trip. There's going to be lots of people out there that are going to see this.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more sharing coming in the coming year, and it's really beautiful. It's going to start out with this journey, one of these upcoming journeys. So,
which, by the way, the Mayan Heartland, it's about sharing love. It's about the magnetic field that comes from our heart that is love. And the trip makes a heart shape through Guatemala, Belize, and southern Mexico. Just in case you didn't know that.
What do you do with the heart? Tell them about the crystal.
Well, we do lots of things. We'll get into.
Okay.
There's lots of things that I could add on, but basically, if you don't know you're coming by now, then you probably aren't coming. And all the other. all the.
Cancel clear.
And if you know, cancel clear.
Cancel clear.
And if you know that you're coming,
all the other secrets will be
There are
revealed
many secrets to
on the
reveal.
trip. Yeah.
Many secrets to be revealed. Call me Aaron. Here's my number.
Thank you, Shelley, for those kind words. I want to say thank you. It means a lot to me. It means a lot that somehow I came kicking and screaming out of this modern society, whatever you want to call it, to really embody what I came to share. And I feel so grateful for all the people. I want to give thanks to all the people that have inspired me, that all the places I've been to, my family, all the medicines that have come, the stories I've told myself, all the things that I've gone through, my challenges. I honor them, especially right now, especially hearing that reflection back to me that you just did. And it just makes me happy, and it inspires me and empowers me to keep going.
Awesome. Yeah. I think that's the kind of co-creative mirroring that we can offer each other now. And we're talking about a mirroring that starts like with ourselves, a centering within the self, that's then shared with others, that has the power to evolve exponentially. And so when we talk about, however, like, really, what if everyone on the planet had a sense of empowerment? It starts with us. It starts with recognizing our potential within ourselves, and then sharing that as a reflection with others. And so I really wanted to wait until we were on camera to share this with you, because and this is part of what I'm feeling about the magic of moving into 2012. We've been talking sometimes, that part of what's happening in 2012 is we're shifting dimensionally, that we're coming into greater states of awareness, expanded states of understanding. So one sign for me that my life is getting more and more potently magical and expansive in terms of the awareness and the the beauty of attraction is, you know how people talk about guides? You know, like my guides, my guardian angels, you know. Well, when I met you, I had such a beautiful sense that I was actually meeting one of my guides, a spirit guide, in person. And I know, Aaron, that if that's true for me, that's actually what you're doing for so many others in creating this container. So not only like really individually is that like incredibly profound for me, I know that that's just a piece of like such a bigger, beautiful unfoldment for the planet.
Oh, thank you for saying that. I know that there's a lot of people that may watch this that will be laughing their heads off hearing that right now. I can feel them crying, laughing right now. But if that's, I don't know if that's necessarily my mission or what, but it makes me feel good. I receive that. Thank you. And again, it makes me thank all of my guides for inspiring me to... It makes me just grateful to be here right now on this planet, honestly. That there are so many people that we do get to share this inspiration and this fun and this laughter and the cosmic joke of this whole thing. And for me, it just makes me feel good. It makes me happy. And thank you. And you're one of my guides too, just so you know.
And that's what I'm talking about, people. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Aho.
Aho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wishing everybody a happy 2012. The year everybody steps into their mastery and more.
Yeah.
And has fun doing it.
In the now.
Cheers, everybody.